Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chtib Zhang show. It is episode 33. After coming off last week's episode of UFC 265, this week, another slow day in the sports world when it comes to the NHL, NBA. So we're going to dedicate another episode to the NFL now. As we know, the NFL is coming back September 9th, September 7th, I forget. Tampa, Dallas. And right now, preseason is going on. But we're going to predict the standings for each division, where we think the teams are going to finish, maybe how many wins we think they're going to get. But as always, before we get into that episode, let's talk about our sponsors, Hot Streak Fantasy. Of course, this episode is always brought to you by Hot Streak Fantasy, the best in-play fantasy app on the market. Pick 2-3 players in the NBA while you're watching your favorite teams and watch them make you some money. Hot Streak is matching your initial deposit as a bonus. Get Hot Streak Fantasy app now. Make sure to use code Hot Sauce when you're using it. They'll match your initial deposit as well. And like we said, the NFL is starting MLB, so the app's going to adapt for those. So make sure to get on it and make some money. But Eric, as always, before we get into the episode, roll it. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Chtib Zhang show, episode 33. Like we said, today's episode will be about the NFL, predicting the standings for each division. As we know, the season is starting soon, and we are currently in preseason. There's not much to judge about the teams because most of the starters aren't playing, and it's all a bunch of draft picks, fourth round, whatever, second round. Exactly. Basically not going to play this year. So, yeah, we're just going to jump into it and use our knowledge to try and figure out where we think some of these teams are going to finish. A lot of off-season moves we have to take into account, so let's keep that in mind, Eric. As we start with the AFC East, this division is the Bills, Patriots, Dolphins, Jets division. So clearly, a division once run by the New England Patriots and Bill Belichick and Tom Brady. We all know about that story. And when Tom Brady has now left and the Bills have found Josh Allen, who's now entering a potential MVP caliber year. Yep. And Eric, obviously, I'm going to take the Bills, clearly. No secret there. To win this division, I'm going to say the Bills with Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. This team is good. It's still a team that's going to have to take a learning curve on how to defeat the Kansas City Chiefs. That's the one team they've been struggling with. But in their own division, I think they're going to win maybe 13 games this year. We know it's the new 17-game schedule, so another game will be added. I think they win 13 games. I think the Patriots, with all the offseason spending Bill Belichick has done, and other players like Hightower returning and stuff like that, I still think the Patriots are a good team. I'm going to say they come second in this division. They win maybe 9 games, 10 games this season. We'll see, depending on maybe their quarterback situation, if it's going to be Cam Newton, if it's going to be Mac Jones. We don't know. And at the bottom of the forefront, of course, the Dolphins are not as bad as the Jets, so they're going to come third. With Tua, we're going to see if he could become the alpha male in Miami. I'm going to say maybe the Dolphins win 8 games, Eric. That's being maybe generous. They were a game away from making the playoffs last year under Brian Flores, and they seem to be building this good culture, this good not like winning culture, because they're not winning games, but a good player coach culture so far. Brian Flores seems like he's a player's coach. And then below them, of course, are the New York Jets, who have gone rid of Adam Gase, I think his name is. Yeah, the head coach last year. He's gone. Zach, what's his name? Yeah, Zach Wilson, second overall pick. He's going to take over. The Jets have added a little more help for him. Some, more help than Sam Darnold has ever had. But Jets, maybe they win 3 games, maybe they win 4.
Yeah. Yeah, but for this division, this is how I see it. Well, number one, we already know it's the Bills.
Yeah.
And another underrated part of that, Cole Beasley, man. This guy got 1,000 yards. He opens the field up for Stephon Diggs. Like
Mm-hmm.
those two guys at wide receiver, very talented. Obviously, Josh Allen. When you said MVP season, you're not lying. Like he might have, bro, sleeper.
He'll win
in
the MVP
fantasy, I'm
this
telling you.
year.
Yeah. Oh,
He'll
he's
win the
very
MVP
good.
this
Yeah.
year.
He's got everything. He's got
Yep,
he's
he's
got
got
the
the
size, the
weapons.
arm. He can run. He's got everything, and he's got Stephon Diggs and Cole Beasley, and Mitch Trubinsky. But he's not. He sucks. But let's throw his name in there.
Oh yeah, he signed in Buffalo.
Yeah, Mitch Trubinsky. And then I'll go straight to fourth place. Well, Bills, I think they're probably gonna win. I'd say like 12. They'll go like 12-5. If I had to
Okay.
guess, maybe 13-3.
13-4.
Or 13-4. Yeah, pretty really good
That's
record.
what I think. Yeah.
The Jets, Zach Wilson. That were underrated wide receivers. Denzel Mims, who was pretty good. I want to see him. His second-year player. I want to see him break out.
Yep.
I'd say I give them like 4 games.
Yeah, 4-3.
Pretty generous. The hard part about this is who's going to end up second, because you see Patriots, they sign all these players.
Yeah.
Jonnu Smith.
Yeah, they went out and signed a
Nelson
lot.
Aguilar. Even
Yeah.
N'Keal Harry is not bad. Like
Bill Belichick got a credit card and just going shopping at the mall right now. Literally going after every free agent. We're gonna see if it's gonna pay off. Didn't he also get 2? Didn't he also sign 2 tight ends? So we'll see.
Hunter Henry and Jonnu Smith, who are they're both probably, I'd say, top 15 tight ends.
Well, yeah. I mean, tight ends. But we'll see what that offense. Well, 2 tight ends. How does he want to play 2 tight ends?
And Mac Jones.
See. Mac Jones, Cam Newton. They're gonna do this quarterback roulette, whatever. Exactly. I think maybe we'll see. Mac Jones has been showing some good signs in preseason, apparently. And Bill Belichick has seen that. So who knows who starts week 1 right now for the Patriots? If it's going to be Cam Newton, the experienced vet, or is it going to be the young rookie who's going to try and mark his place for QB1? But like you said, yeah, Miami's still in that building phase.
Exactly.
So I say they go 3rd. And Jets, they are better than they were last year, the Jets, but still, that's still the New York Jets over there.
Miami and Patriots 2 and 3. You can flip flop them. They're probably going to be
2 and 3
in the standing.
For sure. As we move on to the AFC North, sticking into the AFC, this is our division, Eric. 2 of our favorite, our favorite teams both play in this division. We got the Browns, the Ravens, the Steelers, and the Bengals.
Very good division for sure.
Sure, very good division. Obviously, some teams have taken some steps forward. Some teams in this division have taken some steps back, and we'll get to that. But right now, if I'm looking at this division right now, who do I think is going to win? It has to be, it's weird to say the Cleveland Browns because it feels like a second ago.
Oh yeah.
The Cleveland Browns were this shit team that everyone was making fun of, that they couldn't win a game and stuff like that. But now you look at their team. You look at the talent they have on the offense. You look at their talent on the defense as well. Baker Mayfield didn't have a terrible season last year like he did 2 years ago.
Decent.
So if he could keep that up, I could definitely see the Browns easily winning this division for sure. And then the Ravens right behind them. It could be a toss-up, those two.
You're
sleeping on the Steelers. I'm not sleeping on your Steelers.
You're sleeping, man. Okay. This is consensus. Bengals are gonna be last. We know.
Yeah, sure. They're gonna be a thorn, and I'll tell you right now, they're gonna be a thorn in the Steelers' ass. I'll tell you right now. I will tell you right now. The Steelers are going to struggle with the Bengals this year.
Sure. 3 teams are making the playoffs out of the division. Just trust.
Yeah. Okay. Well, tell me how many games do you give the Steelers?
Oh, easy. I'd say we're probably gonna go 11-6.
11-6.
Yeah. Okay. Obviously, on defense, we lost one of our best. Rush. What's his name? Bud Dupree, who's he had 10+ sacks. He's really good. We lost him.
James Conner.
James Conner.
Yeah, I know he didn't really do anything.
We got Najee Harris. So I'm excited to see Najee Harris. Juju's gonna take a step up. Deontay Johnson's gonna take a step up. Chase Claypool is gonna take a step.
You're forgetting who's taking a step down. You're gonna forget who's gonna take a step down.
Okay, don't forget
Big Ben.
Don't forget.
And the defense. I don't know. The defense.
Dwayne Haskins, man.
Near the end of that season, that defense didn't look too good.
Bro, we
And
have the number one defense.
their run game is.
Yeah, but now
Well,
we
I mean,
have
you guys
the
went
best.
11-0. You went 11-0, and then we
We
all know what
have
happened.
we have the best running back in the entire draft. He's gonna be a top 20 running back this season. Ridiculous, bro. Najee Harris,
I
bro.
mean,
This
there's
guy's
only
gross.
32 teams.
You don't see him, bro. Najee Harris, he's gross, man. Just trust Alabama, man. Oh, I can't wait to see
I'm
Najee
gonna
Harris.
put it on pen right now. I say the Steelers. Eric, they win 8 or 9 games, maybe.
No double digits.
Not double
Guaranteed
digits.
double.
Is that the first
guaranteed
time
double
Mike
digits.
Tomlin won't reach double digits? Well, what is it? What's his record? 500. He's always above 500.
Oh,
Never
yeah,
had a
yeah,
never had a
he's
losing
ne-
season.
He's
That's
never
what
had
it
a
is.
losing season. The
Never
only
had it.
time that was close was not this season, but the one prior. He went 8-8.
Okay, well, I'll tell you, this season's gonna be closer. This season, yeah,
I know,
for
man.
sure.
Yo,
The
Big
Bengals are
Ben.
getting banged. The Bengals are not just gonna be that easy team you can walk in and just beat them. Like they're gonna be a bottom dweller, but they've added Jamar Chase, T. Higgins taking that step, Tyler Boyd's taking that step. Joe Mixon's gonna take a step. Joe
Oh my
Burrow is
God.
gonna come back. Their
saying,
defense, they still got the
Where's
best
the O-line
safety.
at? Where's the O-line at? Protect
Doesn't
Joe
matter.
Burrow, man.
It doesn't matter. You can score the ball. That's all you need to know. O linemen don't score. It's gonna be Jamar
No,
Chase
but I do like Tyler Boyd. I do like
T. Higgins
a lot. T. Higgins is
and
really
Jamar
good.
Chase and Tyler Boyd. Oh,
Tyler
and
Boyd.
Joe Mixon.
Yeah,
This could be a great offense
I
if
might
they can
have
figure it
to.
out.
Joe Mixon's gonna be a sleeper this year. In the
Oh
fantasy.
yeah, you better believe
Yeah.
he's gonna have one of his best seasons. I'll tell you that much. But
People are sleeping on the Ravens, man. The Ravens.
no, well, no, I
Lamar
put them
Jackson-
second. Whoa! I didn't sleep on them. First of all, I said
Yeah.
they're second. They're still gonna have a double-digit win season. I still with Lamar Jackson stuff.
Okay.
That's what I said. I think it could be a toss-up between the Browns and the Ravens. But because the Browns have a lot, I feel like the Browns have the better team right now, offense, defense wise.
That's fair. Their running backs are very
Lamar,
that's a very good talent.
Ravens had the more explosive QB, who could take over a game.
Mhm.
But yeah, they're going to be battling all season for that top spot. If it Browns 12 wins, Ravens 11, or vice versa, whatever.
Okay.
You
The
know?
Browns is tough because every season it's
But this
like-
season, yeah, just look at some look
they're
at
like
the players.
they're like the New York Knicks of football. It's like
Yeah, but they're going to be
They're-
much better than Knicks were this season in basketball.
it's just I don't know if I can trust Baker Mayfield. He's like a he's like a Johnny Manziel, man. Like
Listen, he started off bad,
shaky. Yeah.
shaky, and like last season, he's trying to get back to his college self, his Heisman Trophy winning self. So
He has so many. There's so many weapons on this Cleveland not Cavaliers,
Cowboys,
Cleveland Browns team. So many options. Like they have so much talent, and I don't understand how they can't win. Like every year
No.
they're gonna go. Like they're not gonna do that well every season. And
who they lose to again?
Oh,
Was it the Chiefs?
Kansas. It's Kansas.
Yeah, it's the Chiefs. So,
Yeah. But
so,
still,
yeah.
I don't like the Cleveland Browns. So
You don't?
Yeah.
Really, you don't. So you don't have them winning the division. You have them coming what, third, second, below the Steelers.
I'm telling you right
You
now,
think they're having a
whatever-
better or worse season than the Steelers?
Yep. Bro, I'm never gonna say Browns are better than Steelers. Never in my life.
Yeah, well, you don't have
It
to
is very
say it. You're
biased.
just
It
gonna
is
see
very
it.
biased. Yeah.
You don't
It is
have to
very
say it.
biased, though.
You don't have to say it because it's just gonna happen right in front of your face.
Sure, but I do respect the Ravens a lot. I like Lamar Jackson a lot. I feel like a bunch of people underestimate him just because they think, oh,
Can't throw.
well, he's gonna run. Yeah, he can't throw. He's gonna run every time. But that's hard to defend. It's easy to say, oh, just blitz, like don't let him run. But this guy is moves
Yeah.
like he
I mean, you blitz him, but he finds a way.
exactly.
It's just last season his passer rating wasn't that good. His wide receivers weren't that good. They were dropping a lot of balls too. So we'll see this season if they can figure out, which I think they will, because how can you not build a good offensive scheme with a guy like Lamar Jackson?
Exactly.
So yep, there's still going to be a playoff team, no doubt in my mind.
Exactly.
As we go to the AFC South, this Eric is actually a gift for the Tennessee Titans in this division. Titans, Colts,
Yep.
Jaguars, and the Texans. It's going to be a easy, smooth ride for the division win for the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry, Ryan Tannehill. Now they have Julio Jones, AJ Brown.
AJ Brown.
So you got 2 Pro Bowl wide receivers there,
Yeah.
Pro Bowl running back. I mean,
Well, not just Pro Bowl, like one of
Yep.
the best running back in the league, 2,000 yards. Ryan Tannehill, who's obviously a system QB, we all know that, but very good system QB, probably the best system QB in the league right now, and he gets the job done.
Yep, for sure. I expect them to decrease Derrick Henry's reps or how many handoffs he's getting in a game, because now with the additions of Julio, you got AJ. I just like the amount of handoffs that Derrick Henry was getting last season. They seem kind of unsustainable, or they're not. They don't seem very sustainable for him to continue that next season.
Exactly.
So I think his he's going to get lower run chances, and Ryan Tannehill is going to start throwing the ball more because he's got two great wide receivers to throw to. So Titans, great team. They could win 12 games here. They could win 11, 12, man, maybe even 13. We'll see. But yeah, it's an easy, smooth ride for them. The Colts, you got
Good team.
they're a good team. Maybe one of the best offensive lines. Great defense. Carson Wentz, as we know, is currently struggling. He struggled in Philly. Who knows what he's going to do in Indy? He got out of Philly, which was a hot, big market. Came to Indy, and now we're going to see. He's got to fill Andrew Luck's shoes, right? So I don't know.
Andrew Luck?
Yeah. Carson, yeah. Philip. Well, you're not going to say Philip Rivers.
Yeah. I know. Peyton Manning, but
I think this is going to be tough. I think either it's going to be tough because the Colts missed last year, didn't they? I remember.
Barely.
And I think it's going to be the same. I think it's either they go 8-9 or 9-8 or something like that. I don't see them winning double digits game. Don't see Carson Wentz being that quarterback. So no, and then the two bottom teams, Jaguar, Texans. Terrible. They might not even win 5 games. Jaguars, Tim Tebow starting quarterback. We'll see. No, I'm joking.
Wait, I was like,
no.
Try to hit that guy or block that guy. I don't know if you saw that video. Try to block a guy. It was the worst block you go watch. It was the worst block you'll ever see in your life. He goes to block the guy and literally slides and falls, and the guy did it was a tickle on the guy. It was a funny thing about he's a tight end too. So
no, obviously Trevor Lawrence will be starting, but as we know, that team, Jaguars, they're learning curve team. They're still learning to build a winning culture here. Urban Meyer is transitioning from college ball. So is Trevor Lawrence. So it's going to be a learning curve for those two. There's nothing to prove for them. Mm-hmm. So Jaguars could win maybe 5 games, maybe I say 4.
Fair. Okay.
4 games, and then Texans are going to be bad this year. Terrible. Deshaun Watson is going. I don't know if he's going to play. He's going to get traded. The lawsuit's still going on. No clue what's going to happen. So depending on even if Deshaun Watson plays, this team is going to suck. If he doesn't play, then do the Texans win a game? Do they win 2 games? I don't know. But they're going to have a bad record. They could potentially be going for that first overall pick, Eric, next season, because it's going to be It's going to be tough for Houston fans. So definitely not the year.
Yeah, Steph. So for this division, that's how I see it. So obviously Titans, where you talked about it.
Yeah.
But I think Derrick Henry is still going to go off. I thought 1,500 plus yards, probably rushing yards, because he's not a big receiving running back. He's more of he just runs it, right?
Oh yeah,
just runs it. What he's going to do, but he still gets it done. And I hope this gets clipped. I got to shout out my boy, Taylor Lewan. He's back from injury. The O-line. Jeff's going to love that I mentioned this. So busting with the boys, Taylor Lewan. He's back. One of the best O-lines in the league. Run left, so now that he's back, it's just going to open up everything for Derrick Henry. It's going to open up more things for Ryan Tannehill. So obviously Titans probably going to be one of the Super Bowl contenders, in my opinion.
Oh yeah.
In second place, I probably have the Colts. Barely made the playoffs.
Barely.
This year they're either going to make the playoffs or it's going to be barely something, right? So either they're barely going to make it or barely not going to make it. It's just, I don't know. It really depends on Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz, everyone saw him as he was going.
And he was getting comparisons to Tom Brady his rookie year. Remember that?
Yeah, he was
rookie year.
to Tom Brady.
Tom Brady.
It was him and Dak Prescott.
Yeah.
And then now it's just Carson Wentz. He's not a bum, but he's not as good.
Oh, but yeah.
And don't forget, he wasn't the one that won the Super Bowl. It was Nick Foles. Carson Wentz obviously had in the regular season, carried in the regular season, but it was Nick Foles that gets all the credit for that win. Yeah. Carson Wentz is a very good. I still think he's going to be decent. Not like
hopefully he finds his confidence.
He's going to be he's going to be a decent starter. They have a wide receiver that I really like, Michael Pittman Jr., who's going to his second year.
Yeah.
T.Y. Hilton had a big drop off last season, and their defense
is good. One of the best defenses in the league.
Exactly, been very reliable. And then Jags, Trevor Lawrence. I don't really want to talk about
and
it.
Texans, whatever. Just
fucking
shit on me, and
exactly
shit on the Texans.
I'm excited to see what Trevor Lawrence is going to do this season because
I'm excited too.
Let's be honest. Joe Burrow, he had an underwhelming season. He got injured.
Underwhelming season. Jesus Christ.
You can't let Justin Herbert outplay you. Justin Herbert outplayed him. Come on.
Oh my God. Are you kidding me?
Not underwhelming, but not what people
different winning, different culture, man. The guy's in Cincinnati. Okay. The front office
he's on
is
the
one
Chargers.
Of the worst. Yeah, but still
Justin Herbert is on the Chargers, he's
got more I don't know.
Chargers are literally the worst ran franchise in NFL history.
Well, I could see the Chargers being a good team this year.
Yes, I know they still have Keenan Allen and Mike Williams.
And Justin Herbert, he's going to be a good quarterback.
But you're going to tell me right now, look at me in the face, you're going to tell me Joe Burrow had a good season. He had average. Underwhelming was a big word. Underwhelming was a big word.
Cincinnati.
He had an average season. He didn't. I'm just excited. I just want to see because Joe Burrow, when he was playing for LSU,
let me tell you right now, the Jamar Chase LSU connection, Joe Burrow, it's in the blood. It's in the blood, the LSU blood, the LSU connection. Something's gonna kick him in. Something's gonna kick in, and he's gonna get going. I'm telling you, he's gonna be dropping bombs to freaking Jamar. Jamar Chase gonna have, I don't know, 11, 12 touchdowns this year, maybe.
Okay, but the only thing is, Joe Burrow had one good season in LSU. Trevor Lawrence, his entire career is just excellence. You know what I mean? He either goes to national, he always makes it far.
I guess we'll see Trevor Lawrence with the Jaguars this year. What if they have a shit year and he's underperforming?
He changes everything around.
Oh, what? Changes what? And instead of becoming, what did they finish last year? Instead of 3 wins, they get 4 this year?
They had 1 win.
How many wins do they have? I don't remember.
They had 1.
Trevor Lawrence doesn't give you 5 extra wins,
okay. You just watch. We'll see. Okay, what's out of the next division?
AFC West. This is powerhouse. It's a
Yeah.
very interesting division. Chiefs, Chargers, Raiders, the Broncos. Obviously, no doubt in our minds, Kansas City Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes, big problem last year. He was literally running away during Super Bowl. The Tampa Bay defense, the defensive tackles, the O-line for Kansas was a no-show. Yeah. And as I said, he was running around throwing the ball, couldn't make it work, and that's why they lost. So what do? His whole new line is all new starters. So expect Kansas City to become another dominant team with most of their holes filled and their problems filled. So Chiefs I see them winning maybe 14 games, Eric.
Yeah, that's fair.
14 games probably is probably pretty reasonable. 13, 14.
Yeah.
Chargers, I think they take that next step. I think Justin Herbert takes that next step. Okay. I could see them fighting for a playoff spot, like a wild card spot. So maybe 9 games, 10 games the Chargers win. Okay. They've got, you said the Chargers, they're not that bad as you think. They're good on offense.
They're not
like
bad.
You said, Keenan Allen, and they're pretty good on the defensive side as well. They just need to stay healthy. That's all. So that's how I see about the Chargers. And then after that, Raiders? John Gruden's still in Las Vegas, so don't expect much from the Raiders. I could see them fight for the playoff spot and come up short like last year. So another 8-9 team maybe. Broncos, as we know, maybe have one of the best defenses in the league, but they are playing musical chairs right now with their quarterbacks. Drew Lock right now and Teddy Bridgewater. So who knows what the fuck that's
They
gonna look like?
they should have drafted a QB.
Yeah, they should have drafted a QB. They got the cornerback, so yeah, great. You're gonna have one of the best defenses in the league, but still, that's not gonna they're not gonna win you games. You need to
Fair.
score. So Broncos are gonna miss the playoffs,
Okay.
but still kind of be a thorn in teams' asses.
Yeah.
Maybe 7. They seven wins, 7-10.
That's fair. Because for the Broncos, if you look at it, like Drew, I feel like Teddy Bridgewater is gonna play most of the season. Drew Lock is still relatively young. I don't think he's ever gonna be a great QB or a good QB. He's gonna be a like decent.
Or maybe he needs just a new scene, switch a scenario.
Exactly. But the only thing with Teddy Bridgewater is like they already got him, so that's why they didn't draft a QB because they're like Teddy Bridgewater. Oh, he's 28. But
no, like what?
I know, it doesn't make sense at all. But you know who I really like? I like Cortland Sutton, who just came off an injury from last season, 1,000-yard season 2 years ago. And then you also have Jerry Jeudy, who's a very good young wide receiver. So obviously, same as you, Broncos, I see them being last. It's kind of confusing with because you're used to like saying 9-7 or like now
now
if you say 9-7, you're like, okay, you might make the playoffs. 8-8, you're not in the playoffs. But now it's kind of weird with the 17 games, but we'll deal with it.
Yeah, odd number.
But yeah, Chiefs. I don't. Yeah, they're gonna be one of the best teams. Yeah. A couple losses. Gotta shout out the boy Laurent Duvernay-Tardif.
Yes.
Montreal. He's gonna be on that O line.
He's gonna be back on that O line, so it's gonna be fun to watch.
The I have the Raiders above Chargers, to be honest. Raiders were
really.
Raiders barely there was like I watched a bunch of the Chiefs and Raiders game. Yo, Raiders were one of those teams that I think they beat the Chiefs once.
Chiefs, yeah.
But the other game too, they almost won that. Nelson Aguilar had he dropped a bad pass. They had that. They still have what's his name? The tight what's his name? Waller.
Darren Waller, tight end.
Top three tight end in the league. Is literally him, Travis Kelce, and George Kittle.
Yep. He's
really good. Carr, he's gonna be just an average. You can't expect much from Carr.
Eventually,
but I don't see them making the playoffs. I'd say 9-8. I'd say 9
I see them fighting for a spot, being that team there in the mix. But no, I don't think they make it.
9-8, 8-9, something like that.
I say 8
Chargers. I'd say I see them 7-10, 8,
9-8. Something like that.
7-10.
Did you say 7-10? Really?
Yeah. I don't think that the Chargers.
I think they take a step. I think they take a step.
Justin Herbert, obviously very good QB. Surprise! I know you you picked him up. You really liked him in fantasy.
Yeah.
But other than their defense is good, very good actually.
Defense, offense,
Joey Bosa, that's my guy.
Yep.
So yeah.
No, I like I like the Chargers. I think this year they take a leap forward, and they get either double digits or they make the playoffs as a wild card berth. That's what I would say. As now we move on to the NFC East, arguably the worst division in all of football right now, with the Cowboys, Washington Giants, and Philly.
Yo, that's a bad division.
Bad division. As we know, the Cowboys, Dak Prescott, coming off a scary injury. Trying to make his way back into the field. We know he's not going to play any preseason, so they're going to keep him healthy for the start of the season, which they play Tampa Bay actually in their first game, the reigning Super Bowl champs. So Cowboys, as we know, CeeDee Lamb, great rookie year last year.
Yeah, very good.
Could potentially become wide receiver number 1, taking duties from Amari Cooper. Yeah. As we know, their defense was god awful last year. Mm-hmm. Doesn't look like it really changed much. Yeah. Could it be any worse than last year? Fuck, hopefully not. Because if it is,
they got again? Who's the guy they drafted? What's his name?
Oh, Micah Parsons.
Is that what his
Parsons,
name is?
Right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, linebacker. So. Linebackers. It's Micah Parsons.
Yes, it is.
Yeah. So I wanted them to get a cornerback, but I remember that trade on draft night where Denver traded up.
Or no, the Alabama guy. I forget what that guy's name.
No, but they wanted what's his name? What did they want? What was his name? I forget.
I
They
forget. It
wanted
was
that
like a French
cornerback.
name.
They wanted
Yeah,
him,
the Alabama. Yeah.
and then they settled for Micah Parsons.
Yeah.
So listen, Cowboys, I probably have them winning this division.
Okay.
If I'm looking at seriously, I think it's either going to be them or Washington. But again, this is going to be another monstrous season in this division. Cowboys, they maybe win 9 games, 10 games, maybe. Who knows about Dak Prescott either? Who knows how much time he's going to, if he's there for week 1, he's expected, but we don't know. So 9 wins, maybe the Cowboys have. Washington, strong defensive team. I don't think Fitzpatrick really takes that team to the next level.
No.
Washington, maybe 9 wins too, 8 wins, something like that. Then Giants missed the playoffs again. Danny Dimes, Saquon, they need to stay healthy. Who knows what's going on with Saquon, if he's going to be healthy next season either.
Okay.
If he's not, then there's no chance this team does anything. Giants, Danny Dimes, 7 wins.
Okay.
6, 7. Eagles, they're bad. Jalen Hurts is a young rookie. It's gonna be fun to watch him play, but besides that team sucks right now. So they're gonna be bottom dwellers in that division. Okay. 5 wins, 6, 5 or 6.
Yeah.
4, 5, 6. I mean, it's a big difference from 4 to 6, but 4 or 5, something like that. Okay. They're a bad team.
They haven't shown much,
They're a bad team
obviously,
right now.
They traded away Carson Wentz.
Yeah.
They have Jalen Hurts, who, in my opinion, is going to be a very good quarterback.
Deshaun Jackson's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, I see Eagles. I'd say they're going to be last in the division. I actually have Washington before in 3rd place.
Oh yeah.
I don't think Washington. Fitzpatrick, Heineke's not coming back, probably not. But I don't.
I like their defense,
really well.
though.
They play really well. Yeah, in the playoffs.
I like their game against Tom Brady and Tampa.
Chase Young.
Chase Young's gonna be a beast this season, man.
And everything was just clicking. They have McLaurin, the wide receiver. I think that's what his name was. Very good. They have 2 running backs. I forgot both their names, but I know they were really good in the. Was it
Tom? Is it one Thompson?
McKissick. One is.
Oh yeah, McKissick. Yeah, McKissick. Yeah.
And then another guy who was really
Chris
good.
Thompson? No,
I
forget.
I might have. But I have them winning 7 games because don't forget last year I think they won like 7 games. They won 7 and 9, but playoffs because that division was horrible.
That division was terrible.
Yeah. So I actually have the Giants.
They actually hosted. Remember that they hosted Tom Brady.
Yeah.
They hosted because they won the division, and I don't think the Bucks won their division.
No, they didn't.
No, that was funny.
Because
even though the Bucks had a better record.
Yeah, because it was the Saints that won that division, so the Bucks actually.
So because division winner, they get the host. That's funny.
Exactly. But the Giants, I have them at 2nd. I actually think Danny Dimes is going to take a step up. He's been showing. He's showing me like that.
This guy can stand on his 2 feet. He can stand on his 2 feet.
Josh Allen thing going like kind of thing where he can he's one of the fast. He's very fast. He's fast. Obviously,
well, if he's just gonna fall over on his ass because the guy can't run.
You're talking about one low light. Like, come on.
One low light.
Like Danny Dimes is a very good QB.
But if Saquon's not healthy, that team's going nowhere.
Yeah, but if Saquon is healthy, don't forget what's his name? Kenny Gall. No, Kenny Gall.
Yeah, he signed. He just signed.
Exactly. He's good, man.
No, he is a good receiver. Good. Yeah.
And they have what's the other guy's name? I like 8. What's his name? They have another wide receiver that's really good.
Well, Darius Slayton.
Slayton. That's what I was saying. That's what I meant. Darius Slayton was really good. And I honestly, I'd say they probably win 8 games.
Oh,
they go 8 and 9. Yeah, 8 and 9 or 9 and 8. And then I have Cowboys number 1.
Obviously, you have the Cowboys going. Yeah, I want to hear this. Then if you have the Giants going 8.
Yeah, so I think I'd say the Cowboys 10 and 7. If Dak Prescott's healthy the entire season, they were doing really good with Dak. This guy was like on an MVP.
Well, yeah, but they still couldn't win games because of the defense.
I know. But Dak Prescott, CD Lamb's gonna take obviously you need defense, but CD Lamb, I don't know. I feel like this all the Dawski's in my head right now, probably, but.
Yeah, best wide receiver.
Is it me or this division? It literally has the loudest fans, the craziest fans.
Well, I
You have
listen. You got Philly
Giants,
fans,
Eagles,
Giants.
and Cowboys. Like those are the
Yeah.
craziest fans, and it's all
Yeah.
in one division, and it's the worst division in the league too.
Worst division.
So yeah. Okay, you want to move on to the next division?
Oh, yeah. NFC North.
Okay, okay.
The Packers, Vikings, Bears, and the Lions.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
Pretty easy. Obviously, we know. Well, actually, we don't know. Depending on Aaron Rodgers has said he's not going to play in preseason at all.
Oh yeah, okay.
We don't even have confirmation that he's going to want to play week 1 yet. Jordan Love has a shoulder injury currently.
Okay.
So, yeah, there's like a huge question mark right now. If Aaron Rodgers is playing, then I have them as the division winners. I have them winning probably 11 games, 12 games, something like that. And then below that is like there's going to be a dogfight for second between Vikings and the Bears. With we'll see how long it takes the Bears to freaking take the reins from Andy Dalton and give it to Justin Fields, because Justin Fields looked great in his preseason debut.
Yeah.
He didn't throw the ball much, but he held on to the ball, and success happened because of that. So expect him to do that if he gets to play this season. So Vikings, Bears, kind of very both similar teams. Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook in Minnesota. And then Justin Fields here in Chicago, their defense is good in Chicago. So
very good.
It's going to be a dogfight for second place between those two teams. I think both teams could have very similar records. Either they go like both 9-8 or something like that. Some 8 or 9, maybe 9 or 8, trying to fight for a playoff berth. And then of course, the Lions, now they have Jared Goff, a system QB, and a tough system so far in Detroit. Not much help there. Kenny Golladay just left, so really their wide receiver core is pretty weak. Good O-line so far. They drafted Penny Sewell. So but it's not their time. It's not the Lions' time yet. So they're going to be last in that division. 6 wins, maybe 5 wins, maybe. Something low like that. Don't expect much from the Lions whatsoever. Yeah.
Okay. That's what you got for that division. Very similar to what you just said. Obviously, Lions, I have them last.
Also, can we talk about the Lions head coach? Remember that guy?
What's his name?
Dan Campbell. Remember what he said? Oh, what did he say again? Remember what he said in his first press conference when he got hired? And he's talking about the team. Oh my god, I forget what he's saying, but it went viral.
Did he say, how bad? We can't do any worse?
No. He was like, what did he say? Oh yeah, he was talking about like kneecaps. He was like, we're gonna bite their kneecaps off and stuff like that. And he was just saying weird stuff about the team and trying to hype the team up in a weird way, some cannibalism shit, and bite some kneecaps off.
But the Lions every season is giving me the same. They just like Jared Goff. He's not a young QB still. Like he's a system QB. He's okay. Don't see much out of Jared Goff. The Penny Sewell pick is a very good pick. Let's be honest, very good pick. And like they'll probably be last 5-6 wins. The line, and as a Detroit Red Wings fan, like there's something going on in Detroit, man. How does
something's in the air? Something's in the air.
Sucks. Every team in Detroit sucks, and like it's just sad.
Okay, let's relax, man. You had a good run of 20-something years. I know. Constant playoffs. Not every team in the NHL can say that.
Every team except the Red Wings, obviously, because the Red Wings are
the Tigers suck. The Lions suck. The Red Wings suck.
The Pistons suck.
Yeah,
that's all the team.
What's the soccer team? What the hell's the soccer team? The Rapids? The Detroit Rapids? No, that's the AHL team. No, something's in the air in Detroit. Something's in the air.
It's just tough over there. Like
it's not a sports right now. It's just not.
But Red Wings are gonna come back. That's another conversation. But yeah, number one, Green Bay Packer. Even if Jordan Love does play, I still believe that they have a very solid team. We know their defense is very solid. Devontae Adams, obviously, we
best
know
wide receiver in the league.
Yeah, best wide receiver, top 3. We know David Bakhtiari, he's back from injury. It's very good.
Adam Lazard is gonna be looking to take control of that slot receiving now, so we'll see that. It's gonna be fun.
So you can't forget Aaron Jones, obviously.
Yeah.
So I see them 11-6. Pretty fair.
Not even Aaron Jones. Like they have, where did what's his face go? Did he leave? Not Aaron Jones, the other guy. Oh my God. You know the other running back they had? Aaron Jones and oh, why am I
Okay, but
blanking? Why am I anyway? I'll Google
I'm
it.
just gonna keep talking. But yeah, so the Vikings. To be honest, I don't. I want to say Viking, but I want to say Bears at the same time. I'd say Bears just because of Justin Fields. I think if Bears can win, I think it was 8 or 9 games last season with Mitch Trubinsky as your QB. Okay, go
Yeah.
on. What was it? What was
Jamal
it?
Williams. It
Jamal
was it
Williams.
was
He was
him
great.
and
Yeah,
him
he's
and Aaron
good.
Jones back.
But
Now
Aaron
Jamal
Jones.
Williams plays for Detroit actually now.
Yeah.
He's gonna be their running back.
But yeah. So if Bears can win that many games with Mitch Trubinsky, imagine what they can do with Justin Fields and just like Allen Robinson, a very underrated wide receiver. He gets the job done.
Yep.
Like I know, like who's their running back? Like David Montgomery was pretty decent.
Yeah.
He's always a good fantasy asset. So I can see the Bears defense is incredible. It's always been really good. So I'd say Bears second. Vikings. It's hard to say Viking because you have Kirk Cousin, who I'd say is pretty much like your average QB. He's the most average QB you'll find.
Yeah.
And they have wide receivers like Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, and obviously a top 3, top 5 running back in Dalvin Cook, who's very consistent. So,
oh yeah, and young too. They're both young, so
exactly. So it can literally go any way here.
But this year, it's gonna be a battle between them and the Bears.
Exactly. And honestly, only one of them. They might both make. I'd say only one of them.
No, I say only one.
The NFC is pretty stacked, so I'd say one of them is gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah. Because then you also have, we'll see, Washington or whatever competing for that.
Yeah.
Next division, NFC South. As you talk about a stacked division.
Yeah.
Well, not so. Nah. Well, no. Never mind. Never mind. I'll bite those words. I'll eat it up. I'll eat it up. What? Sorry, I didn't look at the other teams. Bucks, Saints, Falcons, Panthers. As we know, Bucks are pretty much bringing back everyone from their Super Bowl team. So expect them to be that dominant team. They started off slow last year. I remember. But then they got things clicking. Tom Brady got it figured it out like he usually does. Bucks are going to win this division. Eric, 13 wins maybe on the season for the Bucks, in my opinion. Saints, as we know, sadly, Drew Brees is no longer their starting quarterback. So does it become Jameis Winston or the other guy?
Taysom
Hill. So, Sean McVay has some work to do ahead of him. Because we know their defense is good, but that change in quarterback, I think it's going to hurt the Saints. You can't, Jameis Winston, Taysom. I don't like. Come on, it's weird. So 9 wins for the Saints. Okay. They finished second, and they get lucky because the Falcons and Panthers are so bad. Falcons, it's good. They're going to be scoring a lot of points this season. The Falcons with Kyle Pitts, Calvin Ridley, Matt Ryan can still.
I think Todd
Gurley. Yeah, Todd Gurley is okay, but their defense is, of course, non-existent. It's been non-existent since they blew it to the Patriots, 28-3. So that defense is going to kill them. So Falcons, maybe they win 6 games, 7. They go 6-11, something like that.
Fair, yeah.
And then Panthers with Sam Darnold, they're going to be last, of course, 5 wins. Okay. They're still rebuilding. Who knows if Christian McCaffrey is going to stay healthy throughout the season? It's always been a question mark for him. Pisses fantasy owners off. Yeah. So, yeah, Panthers bottom of that division, 5 wins.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go quickly too. It's Buccaneers, Saints. I'm gonna say Falcons, Panthers. Christian McCaffrey, obviously, he's gonna get the fantasy numbers. We know that.
Yep.
They're not showing much there. I'd see Falcons was Kyle Pitts was such a weird pick when they picked. Even we were talking about it too. Like if they could have
gone the quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. Like they should have gone. I still think they should have gone a quarterback in such a stacked quarterback.
Honestly, draft. I'm not liking that. Yeah, it is a stacked quarterback draft. But listen, Matt Ryan's not done, right?
No, he's not.
So,
but what are they doing
a couple? Who knows next year what the quarterback class is going to look like? Maybe the year after that. Who knows? Maybe the next guy's going to come.
But then they lost.
They pick that guy, and they have. Yeah, I know they lost, but they have Calvin Ridley now.
Yeah, I know.
Who's going to be a serious wide receiver one in this league?
Yeah.
Who's going to put up some great numbers, so he can definitely take over. But then you have Kyle Pitts for Kyle Pitts is a generational tight end.
Yes.
So
Fair.
they decided to take that chance instead of taking on the stacked QB list because they figured Matt Ryan could still throw the ball. And, in a couple years, whatever, we'll see what the QB draft list looks like then. And guess what? We'll still have Kyle Pitts through that whole time. So I don't know. The Kyle Pitts pick, it's kind of growing on me. It's kind of growing on me. You get a tight end like that? No, they're valuable, though.
There's only 3 good, like,
think of the elites. Travis Kelce, George Kittle,
and Darren Waller right now.
Darren Waller, Mark Andrews.
You have like Mark Andrews,
who was even inconsistent.
Yes. Like obviously grown, but like it's tough. It's tough.
And Kyle Pitts could seriously become one of the best tight end in the league, and he's a generational talent.
I'm interested to see what happens with the Saints because it's all about Michael Thomas. Man, he had a terrible season last season.
But he's also injured.
But I'm probably he's gonna be a sleeper, Michael Thomas. He's gonna drop like Michael Thomas.
So. I don't think people are that silly. But maybe honestly because of the quarterback situation.
Exactly. Especially Jameis Winston throwing 30 interceptions a game.
20 interceptions or something like that a season.
That team's tough because you don't know if they're rebuilding right now or they're trying to win.
They have to try and win, right? They got to try and win. Sean McVay is not a rebuilding coach, man.
Exactly.
He's there to win. Panthers are the rebuilding team in this division, and the Falcons. So, that's what I think. As we go to the last division, NFC West, this might be the most stacked division in the league.
Very good division.
Rams, Seahawks, Cardinals, 49ers. As we know, 49ers, a couple years off a Super Bowl run versus the Chiefs. Eric, as I've always said, last year I was high on the Rams. I said the Rams could be Super Bowl contenders. Unfortunately, they had Jared Goff as their quarterback, and they lost to the Green Bay Packers. But now they got the better quarterback in Matthew Stafford, and now Sean McVay he's licking his chops. He's got Robert Woods, Cooper Kupp. He could sling this ball downfield now with a guy like Matthew Stafford, something they couldn't do with Jared Goff.
Exactly.
It was a systems QB, and you had to do a lot of short passes and slot passes and stuff like that. And they lose Cam Akers for the season, but man, they're stacked on defense. Aaron Donald, Jalen Ramsey. How many teams can afford to say that? And their offense, they're gonna score. Let me tell you, the Rams are a super serious Super Bowl threat this year. They're gonna win this division, maybe 13, 14 wins. I say. I'm high on the Rams this season. Let me tell you, Seahawks, obviously Russell Wilson, and whenever you have Russell Wilson on your team, you're competitive.
Exactly.
Their O-line's still shaky. Seahawks they're going to score. So, we know they're going to go 11-6. Who's their wide receivers again? The Cheetah.
DK Metcalf.
Yeah, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett. So obviously they're going to score.
Yeah.
They're going to come second in this division.
Do they still have Chris Carson? I think they do.
Yeah, they do. I think. Yeah.
He's very good.
Yeah. So Seahawks second. Cardinals, I like Kyler Murray. I like what they got on JJ Watt, their defense. But it's not good enough, really. And you can't rely on Kyler Murray running around and just, bombing it downfield to DeAndre Hopkins. So Cardinals finished third. Maybe they're a playoff team because they just missed out last year, too. So I think it's a similar season. Maybe they go 9 wins, 9-8, 10 maybe. But that NFC last playoff, there's going to be a lot of teams competing for that if you don't win your division, because this is a tough. And the 49ers, if they could stay healthy, who knows what's going on in the quarterback situation right now. You expect Jimmy G to start, but then you got Trey Lance waiting in the shadows. 49ers, George Kittle, if they could stay healthy, they could be a good team, and they can make this division a lot more fun. They can win 10 games if they're a healthy team.
Exactly.
Hopefully, if they're healthy, I could see them winning 9 games. If not, then they could finish last in this division, unfortunately.
Exactly. This is such a tough division. I remember we did the standings a couple months, probably 2 months ago. I forgot what I said, but right now it can be all switched up. A lot of moves happen. So that's how I see it. 49ers, I have to say they're going to be last. It's the only team that lacks, just too many holes, too many inconsistencies, uncertainty.
So injured all the time. So
injured. Jimmy Garoppolo is always injured. And we don't even know George Kittle was injured last season. They don't really have a number one wide receiver.
No.
Lost Sanders. Their defense is very good. Obviously, we know
Yep.
that.
Nick
Very
Bosa.
good. And Coach Shanahan's a very good coach.
Yeah.
So I still see them winning 7 to 8 games, which is pretty decent. Maybe
But
not
not
making the
playoffs. That's not playoff worthy.
Not playoffs. Yeah, exactly. First place is tough, man. I'm gonna be. You said Rams.
I think Rams are winning. I'm going Rams. Cardinals?
I think
I think Cardinals are a better
made-
team. No,
I think they made way too many
fair
moves.
enough. Fair enough.
They got Kyler Murray. They have Kyler Murray. Obviously, they made so many moves. You can just tell that they're like, having JJ Watt on your team. Like, come on. I know he's not in his prime yet.
Yeah, well,
but
first of all, can the guy play? Can the guy play more than 10 games a season?
I know. Okay,
Let's talk about that.
I know he has like that robotic like thing going on.
The guy's always he's literally been injured every season.
I know, but you can't forget like this is a very good team. Like, fuck. I'm taking back my words. I'm throwing Seahawks number 1 actually. I'm going to go Seahawks number 1.
You take back and you throw the Seahawks. The disrespect to the Rams. What's wrong with the Rams? What do you not believe? What do you not believe on the Rams?
No, I love Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford's because obviously I'm a Detroit guy still.
Yeah.
Matthew Stafford, I just want to see him explode.
And he will. He's gonna bomb the ball downfield.
I just want to see him explode. I know he has Robert Wood, Cooper Kupp, one of the best defenses in the league. No problems there.
Sean McVay.
I'll say Rams. Rams are gonna be second. I see Seahawks, bro. You're sleeping on the Seahawks, man. I know they don't have the O-line.
Seahawks. I put them
Russell
second.
Wilson. I know Russell Wilson is there. DK Metcalf's a beast.
Tyler Lockett. Yeah, I know.
Tyler Lockett. Obviously, their defense.
Yeah, O-line's shaky.
The
defense, average.
I'm all over the place on this one, but I'm not even gonna put a ranking. But the Cardinals very good, and this division is confusing.
Who the hell's your 1-2K? Who's your division winner?
Ready?
Yeah.
This is the final answer.
Cardinals. Okay, so
Cardinals
you went back
is
to
my
the
winner. Cardinals are my winner.
Really? How many wins you got the
49ers
Cardinals? How many Cardinals?
11 wins. 11-6.
11-6. And then what? Seahawks are second?
They're both 10-7.
Seahawks and the Rams.
Rams are 10-7, yeah.
Really? Well, that's interesting. I just figured that the Rams, the better team on both ends of the ball with the better quarterback too.
I know.
This is their year. I expected a serious Super Bowl contender, in my opinion, for sure. I'm high on the Rams this season. Let me tell you, all in on the Rams, Eric. I'm all in. I'm dialed in on the Rams.
I like the Rams though.
Yeah,
they're a dark horse.
Oh, the dark horse. There's no dark horse. Okay, if there's a dark horse, it's the Cardinals. That's the dark horse. Okay. But as always, thank you for listening to the Chtib Zhang Show episode. Was it 33, 32? No clue. Currently, it's slow in the sports world right now. NHL, NBA. We know the NFL starting in September, early September. So hopefully, we'll be talking more NFL. Maybe Major League Baseball playoffs come time when it's October. We'll see. It's just a little slow right now in the office. Who knows when UFC 266 is? That's next month. Yeah. So,
bro, still, Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley fights coming up.
Jake Paul, Tyron Woodley. Yeah, we'll talk about that. Hopefully, you know what? Not even going to say anything. Not even going to manifest it. Anyway, once again, thanks for watching us on YouTube or listening to us on Spotify. This has been another week, another episode of the Chtib Zhang Show. We will see you in episode 34. Roll the outro!